Hello, I'm Allison. Welcome to my weekly Meltdowns coverage of The Walking Dead, Season 6, Episode 5, entitled Now. Right now, Allison is fighting a bug, so you're going to have to bear with me not being 100% myself, which might work out in the end because maybe this bitch will get cut down less than 12 minutes. One thing that's going on right now in this episode, Deanna. Deanna has thrown in the towel and completely 100% lost her shit. She freaked me out this episode. I don't know what it is, but she looked like what if the Crypt Keeper and Caitlyn Jenner had a baby, it would be Deanna Monroe. She wants to leave, but Rick talks her out of it and says the town needs her, and he's like, no, they need you, but whatever. You know, she just tried to kill her first walker and just took it all out on this poor walker and took a glass bottle and just dissected this walker's chest. And the whole time I'm like, the head, Deanna, have you learned nothing from Rick and them? It's the headshot that gets them. Just go for the head. But luckily Rick, per usual, shows up and saves the day and takes the walker out. But I will give Deanna credit for trying. Who else is losing it? The townspeople. They're about ready to have a throwdown over some canned bush baked beans. I'm telling you, they are ready to knock that poor pantry patrol woman out of the way just to get their hands on some canned goods. But luckily Spencer, Deanna's son, shows up and gives his Braveheart speech about how they can't lose it, they have to stay civilized and all that bull crap. And they listen and they're like, okay, whatever, I guess we'll listen to you. Meanwhile, Spencer's the biggest chicken shit hypocrite ever because he turns around and takes all of this stuff home, and we find him blind steaking drunk later, and he takes it all out on poor Deanna and says that the reason why their dad and his brother's dead is because she is a moron. In my house, when you talk to me like you're too big for your britches, that gets you knocked into next week, the middle of next week, if you're lucky. Carl and Ron get into a pushing match over Enid. Can I just say something really quick? Carl Grimes, I'm talking to you. You had Daryl Dixon to look up to, Abraham, Glenn, your dad, Shane, and the best that you can come up with is a little girl cat fight? I've seen tougher little girls on the playground beat each other's asses. That was sad. Just sad. So like after the embarrassing little girl bitch pushing match fight, Ron is like, you can't go look for Enid, my girlfriend, okay? You can't, because if you go, people are going to go after you, and they're going to die, and I got to tell your dad. And to be perfectly honest with you, the kid is not only in desperate need of a haircut, he is also right. But anyway, Aaron and Maggie are bonding now, and he's like, look, I know you're going to go look for Glenn because we don't know if he's alive or what. And he shows her this underground tunnel. They go to the underground tunnel and they encounter what, if they're in a sewer, the only thing I can refer to as actual shit walkers. Shit walkers. I don't know what else to call them. So they end up taking them out. And when they get to the end of the tunnel, as Aaron's about to open the door, Maggie has a complete, utter meltdown and says, no, don't do it. We can't. I can't put myself in jeopardy. Screams no and attracts the walkers and announces to everyone in the world what we already knew, that she is pregnant. And Maggie has her Braveheart speech about Glenn and how they have to go back, and she can never know what shoulda, coulda, woulda been. Nurse Betty, I can't remember the doctor's name, but I'm just going to call her Nurse Betty, is downing herself. She gets a pep talk speech from Tara, and Nurse Betty ends up saving this dude by just draining his nasty ass leg. And to thank Tara, she walks up to her and plants a big one on her. Just, there you go. Actually warmed my heart to see these two kiss. So, look, Aaron's got a guy. Rick's got a girl. Why can't Tara have somebody? I mean, I think she's kind of earned it at this point. Ron goes to Rick and tells him what Carl was going to do, and that, oh my God, I stopped him, and I just wanted to let you know, which technically isn't tattletelling, but at the end of the day, it really is, and I stopped him, and I want you to teach me how to shoot, and I'm going to stand up here and relieve you of watch, and I'm going to start watching, because I can be 100% trusted. Now that I'm not wearing a beanie and whining like a bitch, I guess I can be trusted now. I think little Ron has got some hidden motives. Something's going on up there that's not right. This is a foreshadowing of things to come. I think he's going to try to hurt Carl, or something bad's going to happen. I have a feeling. I have that feeling that will not go away. And 9 times out of 10, I'm right. So, there you go. So Jesse comes across one of these housewives that killed themselves and stabs her in the head in front of everyone and gives her Braveheart speech about how this is the way it is now, and that she didn't want to see, but now she sees. So see, everybody? See what just happened? I think everyone saw it. So basically everyone is on watch now, because the walkers are basically guarding Alexandria now, but they're up top watching for a signal from Glenn, and they're looking for Daryl and Sasha and everyone else. And Rosita's up there crying, obviously, over Abraham, and Spencer, aka Chicken Shit, gets up there, and she congratulates him on the stopping the truck. And for once, he admits, oh, that was not on purpose. And she's like, it doesn't matter. Just keep doing what you're doing. No, just keep being a lying hypocrite chicken shit. Who doesn't love that from time to time? And stand watch and eat your stolen Pringles. Half-ass drunk. Because that's what they need right now. Sewing up there just like that. Watching for people. This is probably a foreshadowing of something that is yet to come as well. So it's been a very eventful episode. I apologize. I've been sick. I'm doing the best I can. I do have what we learned this week. One, we learned some things we already knew. Maggie's pregnant. Number 2, Maggie's got a gusband. A gusband is a gay husband to a straight woman. If you've never heard it, that's what it is. She basically has Aaron as her gusband right now, who I believe will help her through her pregnancy until maybe Glenn shows up. I have a whole theory on that. I'm going to keep that to myself for now. All I'm going to say is there's a big I told you so coming. So buckle up. We learned Rick likes to take charge woman, and he kissed Jesse. I'll let it go. I'm a little upset about it, but I'll get over it. We also learned that Carl, zero attention. Been paying zero attention as the big boys fight because he wants to cat fight instead of actually fight. Hopefully that'll change in the future. And a random fun fact, these shit walkers or cement covered walkers, now I'm thinking about it, I guess they could have been covered in cement. Anyway, could have been a homage to the tar man in return of the living dead. Could be. Could be. Okay, I'd like to give some shout outs real quick to some really cool Facebook groups that allow me to post on their page. I'm a member of the Walking Dead Talk, the Walking Dead Virus, the Walking Dead group, and the Walking Dead fans and family. Really good groups. Look them up on Facebook. They post really good stuff, and I love following them. Also, if you have, if I post on your page and want me to give you a shout out, please let me know. I absolutely love doing this, and a trade for trade, whatever you guys would like for me to do, just let me know, and I'll do it. That being said, thank you so much for watching. I apologize. I'm down from my 10 to a 3, but I'm doing the best I can. The show must always go on. It doesn't stop, even when you're sick. So I hope everyone is happy and healthy and getting your flu shots. Unlike some people, you're happy and you're doing what you were meant to be doing on this earth. And one of the things that you should be doing, what you're meant to be doing on this earth, is subscribing to My Weekly Meltdown on YouTube and My Weekly Meltdown on Facebook. Follow me on the Instagram, the.memphis.darling, and Twitter @Summers, SOMMERS 1977. All of that information is below in the YouTube notes. So if you are looking where to click or to find it, it's down there somewhere. So thank you once again for watching. We got 3 episodes left. They made that very clear in 2015. So next week we get to see Daryl and what's going on him with the others, and I'm super excited about that. With that being said, have a wonderful night, and I will see you next week. That's a good idea.